Okay, that's gonna need to go up a bit. No, we're going to rearrange that so that it's up a bit more. Right. Good, I think. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Ben. Um, so we're doing a little bit of a channel update and end of the month live stream. I do have a video that should be done and ready for you guys Sunday. So this in no way is the weekly video. What I have decided would be best is to make sure. Hey, that's not okay. I'm talking to people. This isn't always about you. It could be about me sometimes. So what I've decided to do is do the monthly video, like the live stream for you guys, so we can sit, we can talk, and whatever, and that's awesome. Now I do want to do more on Discord so that we can have an actual conversation and not me just reading your text and you know responding back, which is fine, but still. Um, but in the short term, I want to do these just as kind of an end cap and to kind of get everyone's opinions and their feelings back to uh, this kind of thing because I really feel like it could be beneficial just on the whole. I'm fairly certain, you know, but there's only like two people in, which is fine. I'm not really concerned about how many views I get on these because these are just for me to talk to you guys. This is the time I've got at moment to talk to all of you guys, and I just want to be able to do that and spend this time with you guys and get your opinions, get your thoughts, how the channel's going. Just your complaints. If you didn't like a video format, if you want to see something else, those kind of things. That's what this is for. And yeah, I can rant for you guys and all the rest of that. And still try to make it as entertaining as possible. But really, I need to impress upon you guys that this is merely a wrap up video of like the month's activities and like how basically a like where the channel's heading. Always when I do these, it's going to be more focused on where the channel's heading because when I've done these in the past, it's always been like, so what do you want to talk about? And that kind of thing is, as one of my friends is want to point out. Uh, so like, there's no real content in these, not really. Like I can interact with you guys like, was it Delta Rex? How's it going? Potato King and uh, Kingo, Kingo, I think Kingo. I believe I might be wrong. How's everyone doing? For those of you that watched the last video, that is the new format for the channel. That's what we intend on pursuing and producing. It's uh, it is something that I am interested in doing because I feel like that format delivers things a little bit quicker. Um, it's a little bit punchier. It's a little bit better. So it's something that I think is a positive growth for the channel. Another thing that I'm thinking about doing is removing the barriers to entry for the Discord so that you guys can just come and talk with me whenever it is that you like. And you don't have to be a patron to do so and that kind of thing. That said, I will have to replace um, that particular reward tier with something else. And because of that, I want to make it something that is meaningful enough that when I replace it with that, it's worth it to you. Now, it was like 5 minutes of me talking about the channel and how everything's headed. I'm really happy with how the new videos have come out. But I really want to know what all of you think. So, do you believe that these videos, the way that we're doing them now, do you like them better that way? Because they are less stilted, there's less awkward pausing, there's a lot more of just information and punchline and, kind of, it's they're meant to be funny, they're meant to be entertaining, but at the same time, they're meant to get you guys thinking. So, my question to all of you, the 5 of you that are here, my question to all of you is, does that work for you? Do you like that? Do you hate that? And you're free to tell me in the comments, however, whenever. And and to answer Delta Rex, I am really good actually. We finished the script for the next video. The next video is actually going to be on nihilism, like proper. We're going to talk about nihilism, not just me being nihilistic towards things or using a nihilistic lens to look at a subject matter. Um, that said, I want to talk about it in depth, and I also want to make it kind of entertaining. So that's why I've been kind of pushing some of these videos back, because it's a new style, and I'm still kind of getting the hang of shooting it that way. And it takes more time, and that's good. Now, one thing you guys might notice, and which will be absolutely apparent, is that uh, Switch isn't here. Like, my suit isn't here. That's because I had to send him off for repairs. So I had to send him off to Poland to get the lighting rig completely fixed because it completely broke before AC. And After coming out of a rave and getting suited back up, I forgot that my zipper wasn't all the way down and tried to flick my bodysuit back up. And when I did that, I ripped about 5 teeth off the zipper. So that completely just smoked the zipper. There was no getting it back up and down. uh, you had to be very, very careful, and even so, it would still kind of pop open. It was not my favorite of the experiences I had there, but luckily that happened like the last night. So we were packing up the next day, and Switch was already like earmarked to be sent off to Poland, along with Ink's tails, because her tails had a similar lighting problem. Mainly because Nuke doesn't normally do lighting rigs, not normally, not outside of the head. So when I asked them to do like a full body rig, they hadn't done that before. So of course there was going to be problems. Of course there was going to be issues, but it was really nice of them because they got back with me really quick. They told me like, yeah, sure, send it to us. We'll get it fixed. It's gonna be fine. It'll be great. Um, and they just recently got it. I think about 4 days ago. I don't know how long he's gonna be there. I still got the head and the paws and things, but I can't really do much with that right now, because I don't really have the arm sleeves, and I don't really have a good way of doing the character outside of full body suit, because I like doing full body suit or partials. I'm not much for like the long sleeves, although I might give it a shot because I kind of want to do some work with him and do some character development, which I think is going to be really fun and really cool, especially when we're doing the quick cutaways and we're doing the timed interactions and things like that. I really like the roommate videos, and this will give us a chance to kind of explore something a little bit easier. And it's just make no mistake, for those of you that have never done videos and things in fursuit, doing partials is a godsend, because when you are doing full bodysuits the entire time, every time you mess up a line and you have to redo it, it's a slight bit of hell. It really is. It is terrible. And because you're sweaty, you're hot, you're tired, you may be dying like me. Mm. And every time that happens, you just have to uh you you just have to do it again. And each time you have to sound just as cheery and just as happy, or you have to be in scene and you want to die. I assure you. Andy, is Spin okay, or is he somewhere? No, I actually have Spin right here. He's right here. He's safe. Spin is okay. He's right here. You know, along with a new Anxiety Fox plush that I picked up from AC. Normally these are sold out almost every time. Like, they are just they're hard to come by. So yeah, and they're not balanced. Like, look, it just falls over. Just, you know, his little legs, they don't make him. He just tips forward. Let's see. Belle Hill. Hello. Hey, Belle. How are you? How are you doing? Is everything going well? I hope it is. It's going well for me. Um, okay. So yes. So we're gonna kind of talk about what it's like to make videos in fursuit, because that sounds kind of cool, and it's something you guys don't really get to hear me talk about a whole lot. Not really. You kind of see the after effect, and like you see me do my videos and things like that. What I'd love to be able to do for you guys is to have maybe a second camera, um, so that you guys can kind of watch the filming process. Maybe do like a live stream kind of thing. Although I am much less reserved um, in when I'm filming, so because I get to cut out what you guys and you guys don't get to see that. Like, all the times when I am cussing and angry that I couldn't do a scene, or I misread a line again and again and again. Just so you guys know, I'm dyslexic, so reading lines is fun. Let's see. Fuzzy, can you have a plushie made of Spin? I might. Hey, Gotham. Is Gotham? Yeah, I know. He gets very excited when we film. You can just sit right here. That's fine. That's okay. You're not gonna be in focus, but you can sit right here. Okay. Okay. You got your bone. You're good. You're just gonna. All right. Um. Can you have a plushie made of Spin? Yeah, I definitely could. I don't know, since I have Spin. I don't know why I would necessarily need one, but that might be kind of cool to have. Maybe like two plushies of Spin and Switch. That would be kind of cool. I've never really thought about that, to be honest. It's something interesting. This Mystic. Why must you always do streams on days I have company over? I plan it that way, Mystic, so that you can never participate. I no, I have no idea. It's just bad luck. It's bad luck. I'm sorry. Bill. I'm sorry, not Bill. Belle. I've been busy developing a new furry character myself called Juicy Apple Puppy, and and my real life friend Joe is busy working on the drawing. It's going to take a while though. Well, sounds awesome. Make sure you link it to my Twitter so I can see it. Like, when you're done, just link it to me, tag me in it. I'll see it, and hopefully I'll remember. I'm not always awesome at remembering things, and that's pretty self evident. Um, Hi. Hi, Kyle, Justin? Oh, another Justin. Hey, how's it going? Um, Belle, I don't have Twitter, sorry. If you've got it on a different social media platform or whatever, you could put it on that as well. Or you could make a Twitter account and send it to me there. DMs are always open. Um, Andy, I would love to meet you at BLFC in Reno sometime. I would love to do BLFC. Uh, it's a con that I really like. Like, because I've watched lots of videos of it, and I thought like, oh, that looks really cool. It's a timing thing for me. It's always going to be a timing thing for me. Would you stop? Is it necessary? Okay. Yeah. If she doesn't get attention, I mean, this is all about her. It's not about me. This is really her channel. Let's see. Fuzzy Boy, what is your favorite thing that happened to you in the furry fandom? Um, really, Gotham, buddy. I know the bone's super tasty. But could you not break it in half? I know. You can sit down. It's okay. It's okay. It's just, my favorite thing that's ever happened. I know. It's playtime. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. He gets very excited. Okay, lay down. Go on, lay down. Lay down. It's okay. Lay down. Or chew that. At least it's not one of mine. At least you have one of your own stuffed animals this time, huh? Not one of mine. Not like Ninja Fox or Pirate Fox that you tried to eviscerate last week. All right, you win. I know. It's never enough. It's never enough. All right, how about you go over there? um, no, I guess we're back. Okay. Um, my favorite thing that's ever happened to me in the fandom is meeting the friends I've met. To be honest, making the contacts I've made is always awesome. Talking to new people, um, whatever. That's awesome. But the friends I've made is probably the best thing about the fandom in general. So that's what it is. And Ink's here, so yeah, everyone say hi to Ink. And also, if you haven't, go check out her channel. She's got absolutely no content, but you should go check it out anyway. She's a fantastic artist and does commissions, all those kind of things. Her boyfriend Quill also does really excellent artwork. So go hit them up if you need art, because those are the people I go to when I need art. But pretty much all of my friends are vastly more talented than me. So that's how I get the art that I get, because all of them are super nice and super talented. And, meanwhile, I draw stick figures. So, don't come to me for art, go to them. uh, let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much the best thing about the fandom in general is the types of people that you get to meet, and the multitude of opportunities you have to make friends. Now, some people might suggest that you can't make friends or that they're unlikable. That isn't correct at all. I don't begin to believe that one bit. There is no way in hell that if you put yourself out there that nobody likes you. There's no way in hell, because maybe it's that you want to be friends with a certain type of person and they don't want to be friends with you. Now I can see that happening. But that's kind of your fault on that regard. I hate to say it that way, but it's kind of your fault on that regard, because you are picking your friends based on, like, do they have a cute fursuit, or are they really popular? Those kind of things, instead of picking your friends based around common interest. And something that I want to say is why would you want to go and join an old dynasty when you could build your own? Like, it's not important to be a part of the cool kids club every single time, because they're just a group of friends and you can have that same thing. You just need to be willing to go out and make friends with people, have your group, and then do things with your group. Have fun. The whole purpose of going to a convention with your friends is to have fun with your friends. If you're not doing that, then I'm sorry, you're doing it wrong. Like, it's not about it's not about the fursuiting, it's not about the videos, it's not about the merchandise, it's not about who you can meet and what kind of contacts you can make. It's not about that. It's all about your friend group. And to me, my friends are the most important things to me ever. Now, I don't show that very often, but they are. I should probably move on from that because that's a bit of a long-winded tirade on that. Mystic, yeah, I know. Hopefully, I can catch you next time later. Okay, sorry if I missed you, Mystic. But we'll see you next time. Um, Belle, might make a video of it when it's done. Have no interest of Twitter. Sorry. Well, it's not for everybody. That's okay. Andy, he's the cutest husky. He is, but he sheds so much, just like every other husky, don't you? And he just gets very excited. Let's see. Let's see here. Yes. Well, anyway, so what we were going to talk about in general was making videos in fursuit and the difficulties of that. So when you're making videos, like this is kind of maybe an impromptu tutorial, but when you're making videos, you basically need a fairly decent camera. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose or great. Let me show you the biggest mistake that I made. Let me get it. It's amazing. It's the most expensive mistake I ever made. See this? This represents a really expensive mistake. Let me get this right. This is a Sony G FE4 PZ. It's basically it's a cinematography lens. It's a really, really nice one, and it's great. Now I have to tell you, this is really excellent if you were shooting scenes and things. Like if I'm shooting a convention and I'm doing these long sweeping shots, excellent. This is a really nice one for that, because it's gonna it's gonna get everyone, and it's gonna have this great depth, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna shoot nice, but it's not great for video from me to my camera, which is about, I'd say, a little less than 3 feet away, 4 feet away, ish. So this is not important. This will only cost you thousands of dollars so that you can use it for an establishing shot. So if you need several $1,000s worth of establishing shots, this is what you need. Otherwise, don't do that. It's not important. What we're shooting on right now, and what everyone has said, like, oh my God, I really like the way that your videos look now. And like, it looks so much more crisp. The reason for that is I have 2 sets of lights that are that are chained together, which basically means that when I adjust one, it adjusts the other. That's all that means. And I've set that up with the white balance and my camera, and I've set my Rode mic up really, really close to me now, so that that the all of my audio is much more clear. But what you need for your camera is, generally, if you want to cheat, it's this. This is a 1.8 by 50 mil lens. This is a cheater lens. You can make anything or anyone look really good with this lens. Just look Look at any of my videos. Look at me. Like, I don't normally look awesome on camera. So, like, and not saying that I do. That's a bit vain. That's a bit vain. It's fine. I look awesome. It's fine. But this is kind of what you want. Uh, they usually come with certain cameras. I know that Sony sometimes packages them with their cameras. If not, they're about a $400 investment, which I know is a lot, but still yet, this is probably one of the best lenses you can have for shooting video, in my opinion. uh, Bill, I'm sorry, I keep calling you Bill. Belle, I came to your channel thanks to Artemis Wishfoot. Yes, a lot of people have come to my channel thanks to him. He is a fantastic YouTuber, and has taught me a great deal about cinematography. And we share ideas back and forth, like, oh, how'd you set that up? How'd you set these things up? What's your lighting at? Well, what type of room did you shoot this in? And we workshop a lot of things together, to make sure that our videos just keep getting better. Right. Fuzzy Boy asks, what do you use to edit your videos? Well, at current, I use the Creative Cloud from Adobe. It allows me to access both Premiere Pro and Photoshop, but I also get After Effects and Audition, as well as a number of other things. And After Effects and Audition are really excellent, and for cleaning up your videos. Pardon me. But you need some sort of photo editing software so you can make your title cards. You need obviously some type of video editing software to edit the videos. I prefer Premiere Pro. I prefer the Creative Cloud because it keeps everything up to date. So I have the latest versions of everything, and it costs me about $50-$60 a month to do so. That said, all of that cost is worth it to me because I like making videos, and I like doing voice acting. I like doing all of those things, and all of those processes can be easily handled with the Creative Cloud. And otherwise, I would be looking at spending thousands of dollars for software that will not be up to date next year. So I'm willing to spend the money over a period of time and just always have the latest gear. Just seems like a good idea to me. Your financial situations might be different, and it might warrant something else. And if so, that's perfectly fine. Working with what you got is paramount. It'll teach you a lot of how to do things, and it'll keep you moving forward. Oh, lots of questions. Fuzzy Boy, how do you stay motivated to keep making videos? The key is that sometimes you don't. There are some weeks that I am sitting there blanking on ideas and not sure what to make, why to make it, and how to make it. And most of the time, what I do is a trick that a lot of other YouTubers have said, especially Artemis, is you keep a journal. You keep something on your phone, like messages or something. My God, my nose is itchy. You keep something that just has a list of ideas that you've had throughout the week or whatever, so that you have those ready, and you can kind of pseudo work on those. But keeping yourself motivated, trying to reach goals, things like that. Like, yeah, I want to reach 100,000 subs. Like, great. But what happens after that? What happens after you reach that goal? I assure you, I wanted to reach 1,000. And when I reached 1,000, I was like, all right, so it's Tuesday, and I still don't have a video idea. Like, nothing changed. I wasn't suddenly better at it. I just, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's easy to run yourself into the ground. Just don't do that. The best thing I can tell you to do is continue doing the things that you really like doing. Like, find some aspect of the community, find some aspect of, for me, it was sociology and philosophy that I really, really engaged with. And then I use that as a lens to look at the furry fandom. And I think that's super cool. But because of that, it also allowed me to kind of like, oh, well, I could do this and oh, I could do that. And I would constantly write down ideas in books. Like I've got one like right over here that's got stuff in it. I've got another one that I keep on me. Um, like these are just basically like, books with, you know, um, outlines of ideas like FWA 2019, the good, the bad, the ugly. This gives me like a quick outline of everything um, that I wanted to do. And I basically workshopped everything in this. Then I have some whiteboards here. I have a TV screen that's that you guys can't see that's around the side. So those things are very, very useful. I have a lot of kit. I have a lot of gear, like, but you don't need all of that. You really don't. Let's see, Belle. I used to use the one I used is Shortcut. Need to learn tutorials of it to get used to it. Yes, totally. Tutorials online are your saving grace. They will always be your saving grace. That's how you get through the day. Is you find something on someone's video and you're like, oh my god, that was so cool. How do you do that? And you're like, oh, okay. So you start like researching it and going, okay, like how did they do this? Well, all right. So how can I do this with my software? Because sometimes, certain things are easier in certain softwares, but it's that's basically it though. Just keep moving forward, keep pushing forward, and you'll get there. It's basically a question of finding workarounds, and when you find those workarounds, you gain invaluable knowledge because you're like, I really wanted this to happen, so you made it happen. And a martial arts instructor of mine used to say that the difference between winners and losers is that winners have reasons, losers have excuses. Make sure that you have reasons and not excuses. And that's basically it. Anytime I was like, oh, I can't really do that. It's like, well, can I not really do that? Or is it too much trouble for me to do that? So that should tell you whether or not you really want it. Let's see. Fuzzy's got a lot of questions. What do you do while videos are rendering? I personally, as soon as I hit render for my video, I usually am just so happy it's done. And then I start thinking I probably should eat today because that happens often. Like I usually have a point where I'm like, oh my god, I probably should be eating something. um, but mostly videos don't take a long time to render for me. I have a fairly competent switch. Yes, I'll eat when I like ink, or I can eat when I'm dead. Um, but yeah, mostly videos don't take a long time to render, but I have some time to do things. Um, Mostly though, it's like it's pretty boring stuff. Like I'll go and I'll do laundry. Gotham, buddy,